On the screen, you'll notice we have different abilities based on whether we are in cover or not. So just one more advantage. Nice flashbang there. And following that up with a special ability called Barrage, able to fire very rapidly with the blaster at multiple enemies. Now, of course, the smuggler has to have his own signature style in case he gets close to an enemy. So what do we have here? Yeah. He's a classy guy. He is a classy fellow. There you go, folks. Dirty kick followed by a headshot. Excellent. So, great look at our smuggler there, but we're going to move ahead and show you a third class and third planet now. Dallas, take it away.
All right, now this class was just recently revealed at PAX09. This is the SWTOR, everybody. This is the hotness. So we've shown you a couple of range classes thus far, but you can't show a Star Wars game without a little bit of lightsaber combat. So that's what you're going to see with the Sith Warrior here. He starts on the planet of Korriban. Again, if you played the original Knights of the Old Republic, as it sounded like a few of you had, you'll remember Korriban. It is a Sith stronghold. It's actually where they trained their young Sith, and this is why you're here. You're learning to channel the dark side of the Force. Now you're going to actually be entering an ancient tomb here. These have been excavated numerous times, and you're going to try and recover some very powerful artifacts down there. There's some pretty nasty enemies along the way, though, and you're going to have to deal with them in a way that only a Sith Warrior can.
And I just want to point out, who better to go into an ancient evil tomb than Deep Crow?
Oh yeah, bring it, Deep. There you go. So, you saw him do the Force charge there. As I mentioned before, we want to make sure these classes feel like what you remember from the movies, and everybody remembers Darth Vader doing that when fighting Luke on Cloud City in Empire Strikes Back. And as a Sith Warrior, you want to close quickly. You want to charge in and do a whole lot of damage up close. Very nice. Now we're taking on a couple of melee enemies, but we're also going to see what he does when he has to deal with folks at range. Obviously, he needs to be able to deal with that situation as well. Unless Jay just kills them that fast. We're going to kill one more group here. And you're going to be able to see what happens when you have multiple enemies surrounding you. We keep talking about that. You can see he's actually carrying guys behind him while he kills damage to the one he's targeting. This is all part of that heroic combat, the ability to take on multiple enemies and then do a whole lot of damage very quickly when you need to.
Man, I just gotta say, that guy kicks ass.
That guy kicks a lot of ass. Alright, we're going to see a little bit more of the Sith Warrior here, so you haven't had your full fill of Sith Warrior, but we're going to take a pause.
That's right. We have a special announcement. Now, we've got a full theater here. We appreciate you guys taking the time to wait out there. We want to make sure we reward you properly. So we have a very special reveal here before we get back to the gameplay.
Just for PAX. Has not been shown or mentioned before today.
That's right. So we have a lot of questions, of course, about Knights of the Old Republic, history, etc. People want to know what happened to Revan. People want to know who the Emperor is. So we want to reveal to you, here at PAX, first time ever, the ultimate evil force in Knights of the Old Republic. Here we go. Ready? Hit it!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Darth Binks, baby.
I think he has a special message for us.
Mr. Darth Binks! Mr. Massively with the dark side force with an evil kaboom!
Oh yeah, it's coming, baby. It's coming. In Star Wars, The Old Republic. That actually wasn't our reveal for today. We had a joke on you. We're funny like that.
I think that explains it all. Alright, so in our pause here, we are going to get back into gameplay, but let's recap what we've seen so far. So in the beginning, Dallas talked about these 4 key ingredients to making a great role-playing game. So far we've shown you a little bit of combat with 3 classes, the Sith Warrior, the Bounty Hunter, and the Smuggler. We've shown you some exploration with Hutta, Ord Mantell, and Korriban. And we've shown you a little bit of progression with some higher level abilities. We're going to get back to that in a minute. But let's go back to story. So of the classes we've seen so far, if I was to play through, or Dallas, either one, was to play through as a Smuggler, who's a Republic side class, and then to play through as a Bounty Hunter, who is an Empire, Sith class, Empire class, our gameplay experience would be entirely different end to end. Hundreds of hours, is that correct?
100% unique.
That's right. All of our voiceover, all of our quests, the people we interact with, our rewards, everything.
You would not see one single duplicate mission if you did that. Not one.
So when people ask us, go ahead.
This is a question we often get. Yeah. She's playing. Why is it that you are not making Knights of the Old Republic 3?
That's a great question, Dallas, and I have a good answer, I think.
Do you?
We are making Knights of the Old Republic 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on in an MMO where you can play through those stories online with your friends.
I think that sounds compelling. What do you think?
All right, so we're going to jump back into the game. The best way to showcase this is what we're going to show you next. It's called a Flashpoint. It's a highly customized story and gameplay experience. And we want to give a shout out here.
Yeah, actually, just especially today, I didn't even know they would be here. The two designers responsible for the Flashpoint that you're going to see are actually right here in the audience. So Jesse, Eric, stand up, wave, dance, do something cool. These guys are awesome. When you grow up, you want to be these dudes. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's get back into the game.
All right, so this is a Flashpoint. This takes place on an Imperial transport ship. Jake is playing again as a Sith warrior. He's a higher level Sith warrior than what you saw before. He's leveled up considerably. He's learned to wave at the camera because that's a cute thing to do in a demo. That's very nice, Jake. He has cooler armor, all that. He's grouped up with a bounty hunter, also higher level, also much cooler, also waving. Yeah, there we go. Hi, I'm Goofy. These two were just traveling on an Imperial transport when a crisis struck. The captain of the ship disobeyed a direct order from a Grand Moff. If you remember Grand Moff Tarkin from the films, you know that that is a terrible idea.
Yeah, I would never do that.
I would tell you that's a good idea not to do that. So, the Grand Moff contacted the two of you. He said, look, there's a Jedi in your sector. I need you to hunt him down. This captain has refused to do so. Take care of the problem. You've actually stormed the bridge. You've killed dozens of Imperial-side Marines in the process, and you're about to confront the captain. You're going to have to make a decision. Usually we would actually let you make this decision, but you made the decision by coming today rather than tomorrow. So, you're going to make a decision here today. You're going to see one direction the demo could go. It goes two ways, entirely different, based on the choice that gets made. Take it away, gentlemen.
Marines have been neutralized, scanning for additional threats.
What's going on? Sir? Stay calm, Mason. Everyone stay calm.
No threats found. The bridge is now secure.
Who's calling the shots here?
I'm Captain Reverend Orzik. I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. For the record, I take complete responsibility for my actions.
You just saw the bounty hunter speak. You're about to see the Sith warrior speak. This is the first multiplayer dialogue system ever.
Captain Orzik, I'm told you disobeyed a direct order from Grand Moff Kilran.
Yes, I have no idea he'd respond this brutally. He must want the Rental Star's passenger pretty badly. Maybe he just hates me. The Black Talon will be destroyed chasing a battleship. I've fought in the war before and I'll fight again, but I don't do suicide missions.
Now, as I said, this is the point at which we would let you decide. Well, we're going to decide a different way today. You may have seen this online. We're going to spare the captain. Save the captain.
I'm not looking to make a martyr of anyone. We can complete this mission and survive.
I expect you to believe that. I see it differently. Listen to me. You've managed to hijack one ship, and that's certainly impressive. But taking on the Rental Star is something else altogether. I might be able to get us close, but then you'd have to board it, fight an army of Republic soldiers, and somehow find a general. It's unacceptable.
We don't have a choice. Those were Moff Kilran's instructions. So if we're gonna survive, we need to work together.
I see. You're as much a victim here as I am, aren't you? Dan Kilran at his feet. All right. I'm not ready to be branded a traitor just yet. We'll get the general. I'm not sure how, but we'll get him.
Let's get to work. We don't have much time.
Downloading new orders to all bridge consoles. Priority 1, intercept the Rental Star.
You heard the droid, everyone. Prepare to jump to light speed. Moving from hyperspace now. Warning on the status.